we're going to have a special motivation today because our most dear Geshe Cherub is ill in Kopan. So Geshe Cherub, resident at Thupten Norbu Ling, and also visited Lungri Tangpa Center. We feel very closely to Geshe-la, and so he's ill in Kopan with COVID and with pneumonia. And so part of what we can do, all of this has deep karmic causes, and from our side, our negative karmic vision causes us to see our precious teachers as aging or ill. And so from our side, we can do something to purify our negative karmic vision, as well as to purify all of the kind of the collective negative karma, and to bring about positive outcomes. So from our side, if we can really set our motivation for this, a big-hearted motivation, may we have the best possible outcome for Geshe Cherub and everybody, all of our precious teachers, and especially at Kopan, then that sets in place the karmic causes, and then all the other things that we do on top, like medicine and helping have a chance of working very well. If we don't work on the karmic causes, then it doesn't matter what kind of medications we have, they're not going to have the power. So this meditation in particular can be very powerful on this deep level to set everything off in the right direction. So to really set our motivation, recognize our perfect human rebirth, we have this amazing opportunity that we rarely recognize as being, just like winning the lottery. So to feel very joyful about our opportunity, and then to remember the reality of death and impermanence. So this opportunity that we have has limitations, so we really have to grasp it now. And then to refresh our refuge, that we really are the lucky ones. We have a refuge. We know what we can do, and what we can do can be very powerful. And this is a very rare state of affairs, isn't it, to have a refuge, a valid refuge that can actually give us the results that we want for ourselves and for others. So to set our refuge and our motivation, of course, we start where we are with whatever problems and reasons and hopes that we're here, and then we extend it. And in particular, think that we're doing this practice for all sentient beings, because all sentient beings are just like us. And to help all sentient beings, not just temporary, the problems that we can see now, but to help in the long term, the ultimate help, to be able to liberate all sentient beings from suffering and help them into a state of enlightenment. So we can think that arising out of the great spaciousness of the Dharmakaya, the spiritually charged nature of everything that is, there arises Guru Vajradhara. Not separate from your Guru, but with the face of your Guru, with the face of His Holiness, the Dalai Lama. And radiating many lights, rainbow-colored lights, and at the tip of each light is another Buddha. All the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas filling all of space in all the manifestations to help sentient beings. The embodiment of all refuges, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. So we can recite the motivation prayer together. I forever take refuge in Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. I take refuge in all the three vehicles, in the Dakas and Dakinis of secret mantra yoga, in the heroes and heroines, the gods and goddesses, and in the bodhisattvas of the 10 bhumis. But most of all, I take refuge in my holy Guru forever. I forever take refuge in Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. I take refuge in all the three vehicles, in the Dakas and Dakinis of secret mantra yoga, in the heroes and heroines, the gods and goddesses, and in the bodhisattvas of the 10 bhumis. But most of all, I take refuge in my holy Guru forever. I forever take refuge in Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. I take refuge in all the three vehicles, in the darkas and dakinis of secret mantra yoga, in the heroes and heroines, the gods and goddesses, and in the bodhisattvas of the 10 bhumis. But most of all, I take refuge in my holy guru forever. And then the power of regret, recalling the definition of negative karma, that any action that results in suffering, usually an action motivated by ignorance, attachment, or aversion. Regret, recognizing that almost every action that we do 24 hours a day is motivated by worldly concern, attachment to the comforts of just this life. And it's like this from birth to death in this life, and has been like that from beginningless rebirths. Nearly every action that we've created has been non-virtuous, the cause of suffering. Not only that, but we're continuously breaking our various vows, pratimoksha vows, or bodhisattva vows, or tantric vows, or even marriage vows. And worst of all, we've created the heaviest negative karma in relation to our virtuous friends, getting angry at them, generating wrong views, underestimating them, having non-devotional thoughts, or harming them, or disobeying their advice, not putting their advice into practice in our life. So feeling all of these negative imprints as unbearable. So a sense of urgency, like we've swallowed lethal poison, and an instinctual response. We've got to practice the antidote right now. Purify all of our negative karma immediately without a second's delay. Remembering death and impermanence, that many people our age or younger have already died. And it is a miracle that we're still alive. And we have an opportunity to purify our negative karma. Our death is certain. Its time is unknown. Would we be ready if we were to die now or today or tomorrow? Just after this practice, are we ready? And where would we end up? Would we be able to practice Dharma? Then also recognizing that we're not doing this practice just for ourselves, even though our motivation may be quite panicked for ourselves. But the purpose of our life is to release all the sentient beings from suffering. They are relying on us. The purpose of our life is to release all the hell beings, the pretas, animals, humans, asuras. Suras and intermediate state beings from their suffering and its causes, and lead them to unsurpassed enlightenment. But to do this, we ourselves must reach enlightenment first, and that's why we're doing this practice. So think that spontaneously arising above the crown of your head, Vajrasattva, father and mother, seated on a lotus and a moon seat, their bodies white and radiant, each with one face and two arms. He holds a Dorjian bell, she a curved knife and skull cup. They are embracing each other. The father is adorned with 6 mudras and the mother with 5. He sits in the Vajra posture and she in the lotus. Vajrasattva is my root guru, the holy mind of all the Buddhas, the Dharmakaya, who out of his unbearable compassion, which embraces me and all other sentient beings, appears in this form to purify us and all others. So in this way, your mind is transformed into Guru devotion, the root of all blessings and realizations on the path to enlightenment. On a moon disk, at Vajrasattva's heart, stands a hum syllable encircled by the garland of the 100-syllable mantra. And as a powerful stream of white nectar flows from the hum and the mantra garland, you are cleansed of all sicknesses, spirit harms, depression, anxiety, negative karma, and obscurations. So as we recite the mantra together, the first 7 times that we recite, White light comes flowing from Vajrasattva, Father and Mother, through the crown of your head, washing down like a beautiful, cool shower on a hot summer's day, very strongly, like water coming from a shower or a hose, through your body, your nervous system, and all of this powerful, blissful white light energy and nectar flushes out all of your negativities, especially those associated with the body, just like water being flushed from a dirty drain pipe. So we'll start the mantra a little slow and then get a little faster. Vajrasattva samaya manupalaya Vajrasattva tenopatita dridame bhava Sutokayo me bhava Supokayo me bhava Anurato me bhava Savasiddhi me prayata Savakama sutame Chitam shriyam kuruhum ha 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 ho bhagavan Savatata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Ahom Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatita Dridame Bhava Sutakaya Me Bhava Supakaya Me Bhava Anarato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chidam Shriyam Kuruhum ha 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 ho bhagavan Savatata Kata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Ahom Hem Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatita Dridame Bhava Sutakaya Me Bhava Supakaya Me Bhava Anarato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum ha 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 ho bhagavan Savatata Kata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Ahom Hem Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatita Dridame Bhava Sutakaya Me Bhava Supakaya Me Bhava Anarato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum ha 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 ho bhagavan Savatata Kata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Ahom Hem Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatita Dridame Bhava Sudokaya Me Bhava Supokaya Me Bhava Anarato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum ha 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 ho bhagavan Savatata Kata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Ahom Hem Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatita Dridame Bhava Sudokaya Me Bhava Supokaya Me Bhava Anarato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum ha 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 ho bhagavan Savatata Kata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Ahom Hem Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Tenopatita Dridame Bhava Sutokaya Me Bhava Supokaya Me Bhava Anarato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum ha 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 ho bhagavan Savatata Kata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Ahom He. You feel you're completely clean, clear, purified, overcome with blissful energy, your body radiant and clear, sparkling like crystal, and especially all the negativities associated with the physical actions in this life and all previous lives are completely purified. Then the second recitation, this time as the light flows down through the crown of your head, it's like filling up a clean, clear glass with nectar. Your clean, clear body slowly is filled with this blissful, radiant nectar and energy. And as the level of the nectar rises, It pushes up all of the negativities, the more subtle ones associated with speech, with framing the world. Just like oil floats on the surface of water, as the level of the nectar rises, all of those negativities float to the surface. They just can't stay in there. And they get pushed up through all the outer openings of your body, up and outwards. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tita Drito Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Adorato Me Bhava Savasiti Me Prayata Savakamatsuta Me Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatata Gata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Ahom Hem Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tita Drito Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anorato Me Bhava Savasiti Me Prayata Savakamatsuta Me Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatata Gata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Ahom Hem Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tita Drito Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anarato Me Bhava Savasiti Me Prayata Savakamatsuta Me Chidam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatata Gata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Ahom Hem Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tita Drito Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anorato Me Bhava Savasiti Me Prayata Savakamatsuta Me Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatata Gata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Ahom Hem Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tita Drito Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Adorato Me Bhava Savasiti Me Prayata Savakamatsuta Me Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatata Gata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Ahom Hem Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tita Drito Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anorato Me Bhava Savasiti Me Prayata Savakamatsuta Me Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatata Gata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Ahom Hem Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tita Drito Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anorato Me Bhava Savasiti Me Prayata Savakamatsuta Me Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatata Gata Vajramame Mantra Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Ahom He. So feel how your whole body is filled with the radiant, blissful energy. All of the negativities, especially associated with the speech, have been completely purified. You experience great bliss. And then to purify, in particular, the mind, all of the negative attitudes and thoughts and emotions in this life and all previous lives. That much powerful light energy comes from Guru Vajrasattva's heart, like lightning illuminating your mind, like turning on a light in a dark room, continuous lightning illuminating your mind, instantly dispelling all of the attachment energy, the ignorance, the hatred, the frustrations. The darkness goes completely. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenupai Tita Dridome Bhava Sutokaya Me Bhava Supokaya Me Bhava Anarato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Tsutame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatatakata Vajramame Muncha Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Ahom Pem Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenupai Tita Dridome Bhava Sutokaya Me Bhava Supokaya Me Bhava Anarato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatatakata Vajramame Muncha Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Ahom Pem Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenupai Tita Dridome Bhava Sutokaya Me Bhava Supokaya Me Bhava Anorato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatatakata Vajramame Muncha Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Ahom Pem Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenupai Tita Dridome Bhava Sutokaya Me Bhava Supokaya Me Bhava Anorato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatatakata Vajramame Muncha Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Ahom Pem Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenupai Tita Dridome Bhava Sutokaya Me Bhava Supokaya Me Bhava Anorato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatatakata Vajramame Muncha Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Ahom Pem Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenupai Tita Dridome Bhava Sutokaya Me Bhava Supokaya Me Bhava Anorato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatatakata Vajramame Muncha Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Ahom Pem Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenupai Tita Dridome Bhava Sutokaya Me Bhava Supokaya Me Bhava Anorato Me Bhava Savasiddhi Me Prayata Savakama Sutame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatatakata Vajramame Muncha Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Ahom He. And then from the crown of your head, Guru Vajrasattva says, O child of the race, the Bodhisattva race, all of your negativities and obscurations and broken and damaged pledges have been completely purified. So feel how wonderful. Generate great confidence that they have been purified, just as Guru Vajrasattva has said. Feel how different you feel, having laid down the burden. The promise that we make to Guru Vajrasattva. Before Guru Vajrasattva, I vow never again to commit those negative actions from which I can easily abstain, and not to commit for a day, an hour, or at least a few seconds, those negative actions from which I find it difficult to abstain. So having made this commitment in person to Guru Vajrasattva, set your mind to be mindful in the coming week to keep your promise. Guru Vajrasattva is very pleased with your pledge and begins to melt into light. And this blissful light dissolves into you through the crown of your head. And your body, speech, and mind become inseparably one with Guru Vajrasattva's holy body, speech, and mind. In that radiance, there is no self and other. Your mind and the mind of Vajrasattva, one taste in the blissful radiance, one taste in emptiness. Recognize this as your true nature. Contemplating. In emptiness, there is no I, creator of negative karma. There is no action of creating negative karma, and there is no negative karma created. Placing your mind in that emptiness for a little while. In this way, looking at all phenomena as empty. They do not exist from their own side. And with this awareness of emptiness, we can dedicate the merits. So we have the dedication prayers collated by Lama Rinpoche. Due to all the merits of the 3 times collected by me, Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and all other sentient beings, which appear to be real from there, but which are empty, may the I, which appears to be real but is empty, achieve Guru Vajrasattva's enlightenment, which appears to be real but is empty, and lead all sentient beings who appear to be real but are totally empty to that enlightenment, which appears to be real but is empty, by myself alone, which appears to be real but is also totally empty, non-existent from there. May the precious bodhicitta, the source of all happiness and success for myself and all other sentient beings, be generated within my own mind and in the minds of all sentient beings without even a second's delay. And may that which has been generated be increased. May I and all other sentient beings have Lama Tsongkhapa as our direct guru in all our lifetimes. Never be separated for even a second from the pure path that is greatly praised by the conqueror Buddhas, and actualize the complete path, the 3 principal paths and the 2 stages of High Yoga Tantra, the root of which is Guru devotion, within our minds as quickly as possible. Just as the brave Manjushri and Samantabhadra realized things as they are, I dedicate all these virtues in the best way that I may follow after them. Whatever dedication the 3-time victorious ones gone to bliss have admired as best, in the same way, I also perfectly dedicate all these roots of virtue so that I might perform good works. Dedicating for His Holiness the Dalai Lama, the wish-granting, wish-fulfilling jewel, source of every single benefit and happiness in this world, to the incomparably kind Tenzin Gyatso, I beseech, may all your holy wishes be spontaneously fulfilled. For Lama Zopa Rinpoche, you who uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjunath's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplish magnificent prayers honoring the 3 jewels, Savior of myself and others, your disciples, please, please live long. And for all of our precious gurus, especially our very own Geshe Sherab, from our collective merit from doing this practice together, we dedicate our collective merit, especially for the very best possible outcome for Geshe Sherab, for his health, and for all those at our home monastery, our heart monastery at Kopan. May my venerable lamas' life be firm, their white divine action spread in 10 directions. May the torch of the teachings of Losang always remain, dispelling the darkness of all beings in the 3 realms. Feel that all of that positive energy radiates out towards all sentient beings to fulfill all of the purposes of self and others. So thank you very much, everybody, for coming to the Express meditation, and make sure that you feel very happy about your efforts from doing this practice together, and how wonderful that we can actually join together around the world in a net of light with the interwebs still working. And I really hope to see you all again next week, that we'll continue the practice. So thank you so much. Take care of each other.
Can I mention one thing? Thank you, Miffi, very much.
Sure, go for it.
Can I mention one thing? So for Geshe-La's, for making prayers for Geshe-La's long life and his recovery, we're having a special, and you can see it on our website, but we're having a special prayers and practices of the Prajasur 21 Taras and Medicine Buddha Puja on Friday, on Saturday, 5 p.m. Mountain Time. So please join us, because making the prayers strengthens our bonds and connections to our gurus, right? And it purifies any negative karma that we might have towards our holy gurus. So clearing them up actually creates the conditions for them to stay here long, long. So,
yes, and if we don't ask, they won't stay. It's up to us. We absolutely have to ask.
That's right.
So yes, we'll be able to join at all different times around the world. So at Thupten Norbu Ling, like you're saying, Shankar, with the prayers, and then in Australia on YouTube, Geshe Zopa will be leading prayers on Friday night Australian Eastern Time. So for the night owls amongst you over there in America, you can just keep on going. Right. But the wonderful thing is to know that there are centers all around the world that, feel very strongly about this. And it's most important we do our bit by requesting and purifying. So thank you, Shankar. That's really important.
Okay. Thank you. See you later. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Ciao, ciao.